What did he just say?
This is obviously an issue that someone needs to be accountable for. And if they're never accountable, what are they going to do? They're going to do it again. Now we have the of young children on an island.
Your Honor,
denial.
This is ridiculous testimony.
What? He just compared Paltrow to Epstein.
Relevance, the last part, very disregard.
Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signore. I'm here with Kim and Steph. We did not predict this one on our bingo card. Just as the day was recapping, we had a lot of experts come in. We have to put all of our attention on the last bit of testimony, which was the fact that, yes, Terry was asked to come back up and grilled by Gwyneth's team. And I thought it was a pretty good, smart choice at the end to really remind people, now that we've seen all this and heard everything, to really see Terry again and see him pretty much flounder up there. And this was the weirdest part. Out of nowhere.
What's going on here? This is obviously an issue that someone needs to be accountable for. And
why he's suing her, because celebrities need to be held accountable, guys, because
never accountable.
They're never accountable because people like Gwyneth.
What are they going to do? They're going to do it again. Now we have the of young children on an island.
Your Honor,
denial.
This is ridiculous testimony. He's talking about
Contained as to relevance, the last part, jury should disregard.
That's all I have, Terry.
I wish we could have heard what the lawyers was about to say. He's talking about what? What was he talking about, Kim? I'll go to you first. What on earth was he talking about?
I think we know what he's talking about, and I don't think I'm allowed to say it, but I think we know.
I think even Gwyneth knows. Look at that face that Gwyneth gives. Steph, were you as shocked by this too?
I was literally like, what the frick has he just said? Like, what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, insane. Insane. And to be fair, Gwyneth's face there says it all.
Yeah.
Just says it all. That is just beyond how we could equate his situation with Gwyneth to a certain island, maxi pad and Hefe. Like, are you shizzing me right now? That's insane.
That was the big surprise takeaway, but more did happen. We're going to break it down. Yes, Terry took the stand again.
You are about to give in the case now before the court.
He's just so unlikable, guys.
Nothing but the truth, so help you
so
God.
Unlikable.
Thank you.
He's this fake generosity, and as he goes up there, but there's a shot at, there they are together on screen. Gwyneth reacting, wasn't really looking at him as he went up there, but Terry took the stand again, and there were some interesting takeaways. So here's the best of what happened. We'll recap some of the other witnesses tomorrow as we wait for a verdict, because we are going to get a verdict tomorrow, but this was another telling thing. He kept saying that it was like King Kong coming out of the jungle screaming was what he's called Gwyneth, and he did correct himself.
you, upon filing your lawsuit in a press conference, compare my client to King Kong coming out of the jungle? Yes or no?
That was not my intention.
Did you do that? Did I make up those words, or are those your words to the press?
I'm not sure, but probably sounds familiar.
Do you dispute it?
I dispute my intentions. That's all.
King Kong coming out of the jungle.
Press conference.
Pardon?
Press conference. I was pretty.
Did you say those words about my client?
I meant to say King Kong just chased someone out of the jungle. That's what I meant.
Did you refer to her as Godzilla to your daughter?
I did not. I don't remember that.
She testified to that.
I don't remember that. It's gone. Sorry.
Sorry, it's gone. Press conference. Sorry, guys, I don't remember certain things. I say things wrong because I have mental conditions. But everything I said about the accident, that's all real. But everything else I can't be held accountable for. I don't know. This guy's the worst. The absolute worst.
Do you realize you are the reason your life has been exposed to the world? You, not Miss Paltrow.
I'm realizing that now, yes.
Yeah, now this was very telling because he keeps trying to play the victim as if like Gwyneth has done everything. Gwyneth is responsible for everything, but this guy has been caught lying multiple times. Multiple times. I'm sorry. Once a liar, always a liar on a court of law and under oath. Yeah, your credibility's shot. Here he is lying again about his height.
You've said you've shrunk and lost weight since the incident, right?
Well, I ballooned.
Now, when we stand you up You've lost like 15 pounds and shrunk 3 inches, right?
I had
Yes or no?
I had no idea. I guess yes. I was
Just a few days ago, you said I was 175 to 80 and 5'8". Remember?
I said that not here. Oh, you know what?
In this very trial.
Overruled.
I know why I said that. It's because the VA records weighs you with all your clothes and everything on, and I knew that's what you were reading was what
Clothes
the VA
don't
reported.
give you 3 inches. You with me?
Heels do.
Did you have heels on?
No, not at all.
Oh my God, how annoying. I had all my clothes on when the VA took the measurements, blah, 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 blah. Now it's important to know this happened. This happened right, that cross happened because Terry was asked to step down and compare, are you a big guy? His team was sort of trying to make a point.
Or how tall she was last week.
And then asked him how tall you are.
It's just prefatory.
5'5".
So he's 5'5" here when he wants to look, tiny, but he's 5'8" when he wants to tell people otherwise what he is. He changes his height. He changes everything. He's been lying on the stand. It's absurd. I'll go to you first, Steph. Like how frustrating is it to listen to Terry and his kind, oh, I'm so sorry, but then so defensive and so often changing his story? What are your thoughts?
It's not frustrating. It's you get flabbergasted by it. It's like, oh my goodness, dude can't keep his story straight, and he is tanking his own case. Like, he's not getting that 300K. Gwynny's getting $1. It is as simple as that. Every time he goes up on that stand, every time he opens his gob, it's just more and more nails in that coffin for his case. So it's not more frustrated, it's more, oh my goodness, what's coming out of his gob now? Like, what? Do you still remember why you are trying to fight Gwyneth here? Like, what the deuce, dude?
Speaking of words coming out of their month, Kim, I want you to react because I know you had a similar reaction to me when this happened live. But here he was asked, like, are you a dangerous skier or a sensible, respectful skier?
I've had a long time to think about whether I want to be dangerous or cautious, and I choose cautious. Yes, I don't take chances.
What is your vision like?
What? Are you dangerous or what was the word? Dangerous or cautious? It was the question. And he says,
I've had a long time to think about whether I want to be dangerous or cautious, and I choose.
Why did he have to think about it, Kim?
I'm so conflicted and I'm so frustrated because I understand that right now we are watching a man on the stand who obviously had something happen to him. His brain is not well. But the reality is his brain has not been well since 2009. Part of what we saw today was they talked about the fact that he had a condition in 2009 where they could prove with scans that he had water on his brain. He had a stroke and all these types of things. And it wasn't a matter of if, it was a matter of when he would start to decay, when it would start to fall apart. And I understand that he may not be completely all with it, but the idea of him saying that he chooses to be cautious is just absolutely, it doesn't make any sense. One of the things we learned today is that he avoided and delayed cancer treatment, that he took medications that his doctors told him, you can't take that he did all of these things prior to the accident that were not cautious. And when you pair that with stuff like, he drove reading a book and things like that, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And it makes it hard to believe anything he's saying at all.
100%. And look, Kim's being nice. I don't buy it. I mean, I'm sure he's suffering some age and some issues, but he's been through a lot. And I don't buy it. This guy has been trying to say he's in so much pain and trouble. He couldn't ski again. Guys, I want to play a couple minutes here of why they brought him back on the stand so they could show a photo gallery and remind people of all of the things, extreme things he did after the accident.
Collision up in the ski resorts, or what is this?
Yeah, about a year later, I think I was just walking up the hills above my house.
Okay, page 63. Is this you skiing after the collision?
It could be. I did go with Robin one time to try it out. I tried it by myself twice.
Okay, Well, I'm asserting that this is you skiing after the collision. Do you dispute it?
It was that following year. I don't dispute it.
Okay, 64. Is
He
this
was skiing again.
you out with your drink?
They literally told him
64.
not to ski anymore. He did a whole testimony about, I felt so uncomfortable skiing because I was in my big, shocking orange safety cones. No, he's not. He's wearing a red jacket, black pants, and he's smiling on skis after such an accident. Like, what on earth is this guy doing?
Or is this you out with your drinking buddies?
Yes.
Did you have an installed breathalyzer in your car? Yes or no?
I had a personal one that you just hold in your hand.
Page 65. Is this you and your notes? Is this you and your?
Yes, being proud of my daughters, being strong daughters, because we're in an exhibit that was about strong women.
Page 66. And you went to that exhibit, right?
I did.
Is this you? This is a post highly recommending the escape room for fun, family engagement, and problem solving. Yes?
Especially if you go with teenagers, it's a ball.
Okay, but you're actually contributing to figuring out how to get out of a kind of a scary, mysterious room.
You just put the kids in charge. They figured out. It's amazing.
67.
Yeah, I'm sure he got involved.
Went to a shooting range. Does this sound right?
Yes.
BMX bike show, right?
Maybe, not sure.
Scuba diving 4 different occasions. Is that true?
Probably on the same week, on the same trip, probably.
Went on a boat ride of several canals in the Netherlands. True?
Yes.
You rode bikes?
Yes.
Man.
Did bus tours?
Yes.
Boat tours?
Yes.
Auto show we talked about. Explored older towns in Central Europe. True?
True, with my daughter. It was
Man, this guy's suffering.
Morocco.
This is painful suffering.
Is there a word called Marrakech?
Yes.
What is that again?
It's a city.
All right.
Wow, he really
You
has his
visited there
facilities
twice?
pretty clear.
Explored Jewish markets there.
Yes.
Cultural sites. The Dior Museum. Is
Were
that
you,
cool?
Steph?
Yes, I did.
Some salvage.
Sauvage.
I know, I say it wrong because it's funnier.
I know. But it was me.
It keeps going,
She's
guys.
just showing Shaquille how to hit balls.
It just
So
keeps
I
going.
don't remember golfing. I think I just took him and
Driving range, right?
Yes.
80. Is this you?
I mean, some of these are normal. I'll be
Are you
fair.
on this river cruise, river boat?
I believe so.
That's extreme.
That's not.
Page 81.
That's extreme.
Did
Certainly
someone
not
you
being
were
cautious
with
there,
or
guys.
you go parish sailing?
This is
Parasailing.
in Switzerland. No, I didn't go parasailing.
So this is just a stranger in Switzerland?
Yes.
Okay. 82.
On his Facebook page.
Is this you and your girlfriend?
It's my daughter, Polly. Polly.
Thank you for telling me that.
I love how he's like,
I hope
it's my
she
daughter.
was not offended by my question. Is this something you posted?
I don't know. She probably posted it, I believe.
83. Is this you on a camel?
It is.
What country?
It's Morocco because the Kia had Morocco heritage.
Let's go to 84.
Oh, yeah. My God, he's
Is that
traveled
you in
everywhere.
front of something cool?
Yes, one of millions of temples in Thailand that I kept telling my friends I got to travel, so.
Page 85.
Dude, people,
Is that
I'm sorry.
you?
It is.
This dude
Yes.
lived a life.
Poster boy for
My
fitness at age
God,
75.
Gwyneth needs to
Would you
pay
agree?
him for all the suffering he's doing here?
No, not at all.
Page 86. Is this you doing miniature golf?
Yes.
Page 87. Is this you and your girlfriend on Facebook?
No, that's my daughter, Polly, again. She looks just like me, I think. Except 50, 100 years younger, yeah.
All right, look, it keeps going and going. They did a good job, though, reminding us of the amount of stuff he's done. And look, I'm sure people disabled and, without have done things and pushed themselves out there. But in a case where you're declaring that this woman, Gwyneth Paltrow, has destroyed your life and caused all this damage, it really isn't a good look. Steph, I'll go to you first. How did this affect you when you saw the list?
It was just like, hang on a minute. So you're turning around and you're saying that Gwyneth Paltrow crashed into you and caused so much damage to your brain that you were unable to live the life that you wanted, unable to do what you wanted to do. However, you went whitewater rafting, hiking all over the place, scuba diving, bike riding, went on a moped at one point, traveled to different various countries, went to temples, this, that, and the other. But, oh, no, you were completely incapacitated mentally where you weren't able to do much at all in terms of what you wanted to do, to live your life, blah, 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 blah. Like Kim said during stream, and if you haven't watched the stream, you know, you can always watch it back, but she made a good point, Kim, which was, do you know what? This dude has gone to so many places, taken so many holidays, and he's done most than what normal people do in a lifetime. And he's done in the space of like 4, 5, 6 years. Like, that puts it into perspective here. You know what I mean? As soon as this cross happened, and the lawyer was like, you've been there, you've been there, you've been there, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this, you've done this. That solidified to me my kind of opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever, that Terry is just exaggerating everything to try and get a payout from Gwyneth. In my opinion, conspiracy theory, whatever.
Yeah,
totally.
Agreed. Kim, final thoughts from you on this?
I found him taking the stand to be incredibly shocking. There were I don't know if I really shut my mouth or was able to keep it closed through the entire testimony. I just shock. And then topped off by the comment about the island. Today overall, not a good day for Terry. I didn't think it was going to get worse, but it did. And I think closing statements will be very interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, they talked to one of the witnesses she slayed, and we'll go through some of it tomorrow, but she was there for no nonsense and was calling it out like crazy. And even she at one moment was trying to be like, look, I feel for him. She's there in the back. I feel for him, but you know, these are issues that he's made himself. This is all his aging and all that. And I'm sorry, I after everything, and we've watched this trial, I know we've seemed to be phased out at time or time. We're paying attention. And I got to say, this is a slam dunk. Gwyneth wins. I mean, honestly, I don't know what happened, but I am not confident at all that Gwyneth hit him. If anything, now that Kurt from Civil Law told us they could both lose, I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that outcome too, if I'm being honest. But if he wins, I'm going to be upset because I don't see any evidence that proves without beyond a reasonable doubt that she actually caused all this damage, especially seeing all the stuff that we're seeing here. It was wild. Make sure you go support It's Kim over on YouTube on It's Kim, Steph the Alternerd at Steph the Alternerd. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed our commentary, our recaps. Tomorrow we'll have a verdict, so smash that like button. What do you think? I want to see your predictions in the comments down below. If you appreciated our coverage, hit the 3 little buttons. Put a super thanks in. Throw a couple bucks down there. Appreciate you. This has been painful. Could have done it without any of you guys and these two and everybody else, Kurt and Lewis. I'll thank you guys for popping in and being here. You guys have been incredible. One more day and it's over. I can't wait. Woo! We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.